to Business Over Coffee International, our share event, and this is a very special event. We are interviewing our authors that have collaborated together for the book, The Power of Collaboration in Business, which is available on Amazon.com, and it is only $10 online. You can find Business Over Coffee at businessovercoffee.biz or .com, either way. But on Twitter, it is at @BOCoffee, hashtag BOCI, hashtag Power of Collaboration. Our sponsors today are Patty Cake Bakery, DelmarJohnson.com, Digital Oatmeal, Women Partners, Pinpoint Visibility, Nashville Nabo, and Rising Fire. They are a wonderful videographer. So if you need corporate videos done, you call Rising Fire. We have right here, wonderful lady, Jana Cordona, who is with BNI, which is the Business Network International, and you're the executive director for West Tennessee and North Mississippi. So that's kind of this area.
Right.
Anything that's in Memphis is usually including Mississippi or
That's right.
Arkansas. So, and you've got, there's 18 different BNI chapters that you're over.
Right, there'll be 19 soon. We're about
Oh
to start
my
another one.
goodness.
Yeah.
Insanity level.
It gets busy, it really does.
Yes,
Yeah, it's great
I'm
though.
sure it does. Okay, your chapter in the book is Collaboration is the New Competition. Now, competition and collaboration, that is why some people won't collaborate, because they feel that it's a competitor. And one of your subheadlines in your book is the stumbling blocks to collaboration.
Right.
And so that's where we were going to kind of focus what we're going to talk about. And where do you feel those stumbling blocks are?
There are several. I think people are afraid. Used to be very heavy on competition. Years ago, that's what you heard. And it's nice that it's moving to collaboration, because everybody has gotten to be a one-stop shop. There's everything under one roof. And so a lot of times when you talk to people, they go, well, I can do a lot of things. I can do everything. I can handle all your needs. And when you do that, you start to water down, I believe, what you really do best. You're trying to cover everything, and so really you might cover everything, but you don't cover it well. And I believe that now people are beginning to realize that, and they need to understand that if they can look at their client and make their client uppermost, what does the client need that I can give them, but can I really do a good job in every single thing that I do? And if they need a website, yeah, I can design a website, but I'm better at maybe branding and logos and some of those things. Someone else over here is brilliant at websites. Could we, if we develop a relationship,
There we go.
learn how to grow together, learn how to trust, and that's a big thing. I don't think people, until they get to trust, they don't want to collaborate, because I'm afraid you're going to take my client. I'm afraid if I speak and tell you who my clients are, you're going to steal them from me. That's the way it used to be, and some a little bit now, but I think people are moving a little bit more in understanding, but there's a lot of fear still out there.
Oh, yeah, and I think some of it is because we develop fear or apprehension, a lack of trust,
Right.
because we've been burned.
True. And sometimes people do steal from you. And in the end, really, they're the ones that are going to get hurt, I believe. I mean,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you can be vindictive, you can try and take, but if you're so worried about getting every client, I don't think you really have that confidence that you need to have, that things will come when they need to come to you. And let someone else have some business. There's enough out there for everyone.
Oh, there's definitely enough out there. And I do agree with your comment where you said if you try to be everything, then you don't have time to focus. I get asked all the time, well, don't you sell clothes? Yeah, it's called a store.
Right.
And
I can tell you where
and
to go.
And I go to that store.
Right.
You know, because I really, you know, I can really start spreading myself thin. Now, I just recently did start doing makeup, but mostly to get my own makeup kit.
Ah.
So that I had it to do things with Rising Fire.
Yeah, right.
That collaboration effort. And, so, and I have a few customers, but I'm not pushing
Right.
the makeup real hard, but there's somebody else in the company who is going to.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're turning a lot of that over to her, plus she's 21 years old.
They love playing with the
You
makeup,
know,
right.
so it's the perfect transition to let her take that part of it. So yes, I can see very much how if you get just too many things going on, you're
Right.
the jack of all trades,
Master of none, right.
Yeah, and we don't want to do that. Now, referrals is what B&I is all about.
That's right, yeah.
And how do referrals actually happen? What is the best way to give referrals?
The most important thing for good referrals is that back to the relationship. You've got to have that. If you want a lead, anybody can just hand you a card and say, hey, I talked to this person, call them. That to me is not a referral. That's a lead. The definition of a cold call would be calling somebody who you don't know and who doesn't know you, and they're not expecting your call. So if I tell you to call them, even if I've known them from the past, our world's very suspicious now.
Oh,
We
yeah.
just do not trust like we used to years ago, where, you know, people left their doors open and think. We don't do that anymore very often. Few do. But when I say call somebody, it's really better if I am able to warm them up. If I can say to somebody, look, I have this person and I've spoken to you. I know what you want me to say to them. Then I go over and talk to them, warm up that referral, get their permission, say you're gonna call, get you two together. That's the referral that we're talking about. That's what we try and teach in B&I. Does it always happen? No. But we're working on it. We're working on getting that quality up to where someone can actually know. When you hand me something, I know you've validated it, I've validated me, and they're expecting me to call. Whether they buy or not, that's not the point. It's the relationship you've developed with your client that now you're bringing me into that mix.
Okay, Sherry?
I wanted to make a comment that this morning on the way in, I actually got a call from, I believe it's WRG-TV, the downtown or Memphis, asking BOCI to be featured. But the reason why I brought that up is because they got the referral through B&I.
Yeah, I need to ask you about that.
Oh.
Cause they're doing that a lot, but I've never talked to them, so I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Now,
I got
was
a
it
call and they said they were referred to
WRG?
B&I.
Was it-
WRG-TV.
Oh.
But anyway, I was saying that referrals come through B&I.
Mhm.
That's
Yes.
the phone call we received.
Yes.
And then the other thing is that we have some activity going on in the virtual world. Chocolate and shopping followed us, and the Centrist Word retweeted at CRGSS, showcasing our book, The Power of Collaboration in Business at Business Over Coffee. VendorCheck.org retweeted CRGSS as well. The same, wow, Anthony Gilbreth retweeted CRGSS. GreenLodging.com retweeted CRGSS.
Wow.
Green Home Tips retweeted CRGSS.
Go Mary.
Celia's Green Room retweeted CRGSS. Chris Price retweeted CRGSS and another Celia's. Then Brenda Green says, she's our BOCI Mississippi chapter leader, says, Shelley is an amazing mentor. Glenn and I have learned so much from her. That's her husband. So we have a lot going on out there, and CRGSS does too. So thank you all.
Very, very good. Okay, if someone were to want to attend a B&I, what is the best way for them to find out?
They can go on our website under bnimidsouth.com, and there's a tab that says chapters. And under that, they list all the different locations around town. They can click on that and find the location time. They vary, anywhere from early morning, lunch, late afternoon. And they can pick maybe an area of town. It's not location specific, so if you work in Mississippi but you live here, you can attend either place. It's not a demographic division.
Yeah, I
And-
get Facebook invitations for the Arlington group.
Yes, they do that a lot. They're on Facebook a lot. And they invite, members invite. But if you just wanted to go and you weren't specifically invited by a member, you could go to there, pick out the location, and then there's officers on the right-hand side. You can call one of them just to make sure the location hasn't changed or
Okay.
that, you know, something hasn't upset that apple cart. Usually they don't, but once in a great while, if they're an event place, something might supersede them. So that's how they would visit, or you can call me. My number's on the website.
Okay, and what's BNI's, like, we are connections, collaboration, exposure, and business, what would be BNI's focus?
BNI's focus is referrals, obviously, but also training on networking, and that's my responsibility. I do
Okay.
a lot of that, and that's a specialty for me. I study it, I speak it, I teach it outside of BNI. So we're trying to help to increase the quality of referrals, but also train people, because word of mouth marketing is very different
Yes, it is.
than just going out and networking. Networking is meeting people. Word of mouth marketing is a skill and has to be learned. So that's what I do.
Okay, thank you so much.
You are
Jana
welcome.
Cordona,
Thank
who
you.
is one of the featured authors in The Power of Collaboration in Business, available on Amazon.com. And we also, speaking of great fun and networking, putting those two together, we have a BOCI Bringing Everyone Together cruise, February 13th, 2014. It's a Western Caribbean cruise, and you can find out the information on that at businessovercoffee.com. And thank you so much, Jana
You're welcome.
Cordona,